She just messaged me. So I just sent her the link to be able to come back on. Give you guys time to come in as well. Girl, we show like what happened.
I'm so sorry. When my phone went down, I was so mad because I'm like, I'm now just getting into the juicy part of the story, and I was so mad. I'm like, oh my gosh. So
Everybody, oh, so juicy. Just give it a few minutes to let people come in because right now we like literally hop back on. So last, last part we were at was the sister has come in, started taking clothes, and this is right after she just left with the guy who stabbed her brother Hugh,
hold
right?
on, I gotta get to bed. Close the door. Um. So we at that part. We at the we get at the part where
You
it
didn't.
had came to a goddamn end. So yes, she had drove away in my baby daddy car. She literally driving my. I bought my baby daddy a truck.
A bit. Take your hand off the mouthpiece a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, so we at the part where she drove away with my baby daddy truck.
Hmm.
How's you driving my child father car when I bought my child? I bought him a truck before. I bought him an Infinity, a 2016 Infinity, and
You bought the baby truck.
huh?
You bought the baby daddy a truck before. Okay, let's.
Last year. Well, not last year, but the year prior, 2021. And I had bought him a truck, so just like, damn, like my sister driving your car, and I can't even like when I get my car is in the shop right now. My truck is in the shop, both of my trucks, and
His
like,
does he let you drive his car?
no, I mean when we first started dating, when I first met him, yes, like he can. I had yes. Yes, definitely. So it's like everything changed. I'm gonna be honest, just so you can get like a clear picture on him. I met my child father in the month of February and I got pregnant in May. So I only knew him for like 2 months and I got pregnant. My child father was married twice. He got divorced in 2019 from the first wife. He got remarried to the second wife in 2020. So the year after he got divorced, and the next year he got remarried in 2020. The same year he got divorced in 2020 in November. 3 months later in February he met me. 2 months later I got pregnant. So that man life is a whole fucking, you know what I'm saying? But I just like in my head I'm thinking like you hate me so much, like you willing to do shit like that. But I'm a touch back on that. Touch back on that in a minute.
So you done
Oh,
met after he pulled off in his car. You pull up to the house and him and her standing on the porch.
yes. So they send us. They standing. They not on the porch. They standing outside by the car. And so he got my baby in the hand. She said they all close up. So me and my homegirl, we just when we got out the car, when we pulled up, I was like, "Ain't that's them right there?" She was like, "Yes, bitch, that's them." So we had pulled up slowly, and then I parked the car, and then I had we started walking because we didn't want to make no scene. So we started walking, and then we started running. So as we run, all you hear my baby daddy like, "No!" Baby daddy like, "No." So I just started like the girl. I kid you not, on my son, the girl, she is like basically running. Like my sister is basically running for me. Like literally, like Kel, Kel, calling Kel name, Kel in the house. My baby daddy right there. Ask my baby daddy, the nigga you fucking to help you, cause my baby daddy know he can't control me. So I started beating that hoe, because I didn't get a chance to beat her at my house like I wanted to. So, she ran from me. So I'm beating that hoe. She fell on the gate. Took that whole head, slashing on the gate, and then you know what I'm saying. I had let my friend homegirl beat her ass. My homegirl, she like 6'2", 6'3". She tall as shit. Literally, literally, she tall as shit. That's a giant right there. A whole ass giant. That's a big girl.
Okay.
Then when she kicked her in the stomach, bah! My sister, she passed out. So she on the ground. So my homegirl, she, you know what I'm saying? She acting like she was about to stop. I said, beat her ass. Beat her ass. Like, bitch, don't stop. Like, in my head, like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I didn't care if she would have died or lived. The way I beat her ass and the way my homegirl, big as fuck, beat her ass, yeah, she like to have died. And her eyes was swollen. Like, literally swollen. Like, the bitch couldn't even see. Like, the bitch looking like, and so she where they at, I guess she had, I don't know how she managed to get in the house. She gets in the house. She goes in Kilton house. Mind you, that's where my baby daddy lived at too, be at too. So my baby daddy, he pulled off. And then I had Kilt phone because Kilt dropped his phone. So I picked up the phone. My baby daddy called Kilt phone. So I answered. I said, so you fucking my sister? He said, man, calm down, Zai. Calm down. Calm down. I said, are you serious? The phone hang up. I see him coming back around. He pulled back up in the parking lot. I come to his car. I said, he got my son in the car. I said, really, Ray? Really? You really fucking her? He's just looking down, man. He ain't even pulled down his window. I kid you not on my son. He pulled down his window a little bit. That's how afraid he was. Literally, that's how afraid his punk ass was. He rolled down a little bit. And I was just like, that's crazy as fuck. I would have never did that to you. I would have never did that to you. And so I was just like, I was just going, oh, it was going crazy. I really wasn't even going
So
crazy on him.
it's not
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't going crazy on him. The nigga gets out the fucking car, blink. Like this nigga really just get out the fucking car and try to fight me. The nigga had my son in his hand. I kid you not, Justice Whaley Williams tatted on my arm. Got my son in his hand. My son almost damn near touching the ground. Now, mind you, my son is only 10 months old at the time, last month. So he little as fuck. My son almost touching the ground. So my son crying. I was just like, pick my baby up, pick my baby up. So he just started swinging on me. I was like, you ain't shit. I said, you nasty nigga. Like, why are you trying to fight me? Because you fucked my sister. You fucked her. And so I guess so him and my homegirl started arguing and shit. So I guess by Kelton window. This bitch looking out the window, just laughing, ha ha. This all this bitch doing. And then she just started showing me pictures and messages of my fucking baby daddy, sending her pictures of his body. Why the fuck is my baby daddy fucking pictures in my fucking sister phone? So, like, I'm really about to cry because it's just like, I'm really, I'm not trying to cry. 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 It had hurt me so bad because, like, I was angry. I was upset. I was angry because it's just like, I didn't know who to be mad at more, like my sister or my baby daddy, because it's like, I still love that nigga. Like, bitch, like, you know how I felt about that nigga. Like, I done been into you. We done went in the studio, made songs together about this nigga. Like, I got you singing on my hook. I'm rapping and shit. Whole time, like, you envious, you jealous, you spiteful, you hateful. And for what fucking reason? For what fucking reason? And I kid you not, like, when she started doing that shit, because at the time, I'm just banging on his window. I'm banging on Kelt's window, spitting at the window. God, spitting at the window. Bring your ass outside, bitch. Bring your motherfucking ass outside, bitch. He up here talking about Kel up here talking about son. I'm about to call the police on you. You gotta go. I'm about to call the police. Nigga, call the police, nigga. At this point, nigga, ain't the police can't even save y'all ass because at the time in my head, like, bitch, I'm about to stake out at this house all night. Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way I love my baby daddy, like, when I was pregnant, I swear to God, on the Alexis soul, God rest her soul. I got her name tatted right here. She just died September 6th. I had my bitch, all of us, I'm pregnant as fuck, staking outside my baby daddy house, watching my fucking baby daddy house. Like, I know that might sound crazy, but like, my baby daddy was so fucking crazy in the head. Like, he did me wrong, and I never been pregnant before. I never wanted to be a single mom. I never, you know what I'm saying, experienced this shit. I done went through a lot of shit. I done been in prison. I done been, you know what I'm saying, abused on my. I've been through a lot of shit. But I ain't never experienced no shit like that. And I'm too fucking beautiful. Like, you see my pictures, you see my videos. I'm really fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
So to see, like, damn, like, I ain't never felt so fucking embarrassed and humiliated because my family don't already fuck with me. So by this being in the family, it's just like, damn, like, don't nobody fuck with her. Don't nobody like her. Don't nobody love her. And it gave a lot of motherfuckers the ammunition to keep talking about me and keep but the reason why, like, I was so hurt because it was just like, damn, bitch, like, I got your name tatted on across my chest, like, you my bitch or something. Like, that's how much I felt like my sister was my best friend. Like, I don't care. Like, my sister do some snake shit to me. My sister used to do, you know what I'm saying, crazy. And I used to be like, man, that's still my best friend. He's still my baby. I ignored all that shit because I loved you, bitch. You was my sister, hoe. Y'all, you my best friend, bitch. I ain't never had that type of feeling in my heart where I gotta look at my sister like, bitch, you trying to be better than me. Bitch, like, bitch, you my older sister. At that, bitch, I'm not your older sister. You my little sister. Bitch, I'm your little sister, hoe. Something is wrong with you. You need to go get fucking help. You need to get evaluated. Cause shit like that, scientifically, I want to know what the fuck is going on. For my child father, so basically, like, he tried to find me, blase, blase. My sister, when she showed me that, I ain't gonna lie to you, Blaine, like, I just broke down in the grass and I just started crying. And it was like, killed his big ass just standing there like, he's still telling me I gotta go instead of saying, Zah, I feel you. But mind you, he kind of slow in the head too. Like, the nigga is really dumb. So he think, oh, the bitch tripping. He's not even paying attention to what the bitch is doing in his house, showing me video. Cause he like her too. So he done for pussy. He not really paying attention. He not really, he all he can say is, man, I don't believe that. I don't believe you dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. So basically though, so the police come, right?
Mm-hmm.
My face, I had scratches on my face. So they noticed something. They like, what's going on? So I was like, I don't want to talk. I just gotta get to my baby. Like, ain't shit happen, ain't nothing violent happened. Like, this shit, I so they was like, you sure nothing happened? It was like, what the can you talk to us? And I refused to talk to them. And it was like, I was like, Anna, can I go? He was like, yes, you're free to go. And I left. I kid you not, on my son, I left. But I was so fucking heated. A real bitch that know me, know I ain't about to take that shit lightly. So police one, I walked to the gas station. By the time I'm walking back to the apartment complexes, police is leaving out, so they see me. And they see me going back in. Like, they didn't see me going back into that, but they see me walking, and I'm thinking like they looking for me. So as soon as I see the police, I just turn my head and I'm just keep walking. So I go back to their house. I'm knocking on the door. But I'm knocking on the door, you know what I'm saying? Just to use the phone because the bitch took my phone and broke my phone. So next thing you know, I go to this random car. Cause I'm thinking at that time, I'm thinking like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not good with cars. I don't really pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking it's my baby daddy car. So I found out that it wasn't. So I still, like, I sat down on the concrete and then I got back up and I walked back to the car and I was like, can I use your phone or can I pay you to take me home? Blase, blase. Because my homegirl then left with the car and shit. Everything, the homegirl, the one that, you know what I'm saying, was with me to beat my sister ass. So I gave the bitch $50, a $50 bill. I kid you not, my child, $50 bill. And I was just like, the police was coming back because I guess they had called the police again after I knocked on the door. So the police, I'm like, shit, the police, fuck. I was like, hey, look, tell them I'm your sister and you here to take me home and blah, blah, blah. So 5 police cars ran up to the car. They got their guns out. And then they was like, asked us to step out the car. And I was like, no, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So mind you, the money, the $50 is already on her fucking glove department. So I was like, yeah, make sure. She's telling me, yeah, I'm telling you my sister. They forced me out the car. They got me in hand. They automatically put me in handcuffs. This bitch telling no, she don't even know me. And I was so mad because I'm like, my shit is in her car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I could have got saved if you would have just said you was my fucking sister. So I guess they had went in there and talked to my because I still wasn't cooperating. I was like, I don't know shit. I don't know. They was like, so is your story is gonna match your sister story. And I was like, yeah. So they going to her house. I mean, they going to in Kelp house and they seen her eyes and shit. And I went to jail. They took my ass to jail. I was in the back. I was so mad. I was like, Christmas is in 3 days. Christmas in 3 days. This is my son's first Christmas. I'll be damned if I miss my son's first Christmas. So I was like, all right, I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to talk. It was like, it's too late. They was like, we gave you a chance to talk, and they still took me in custody. So I called my baby daddy on the phone. I'm calling my baby daddy on the phone in jail. He not answering. He's not fucking answering. So I'm getting even more mad. So I came home. I came home the next day, same day or next day, and I came home and had my other phone, and I texted my baby daddy like that shit crazy. But I was like, we can still co-parent. We can still. I'm still trying to play it cool with this nigga. Like this, how you know the nigga is so fucking sick. And my thing is too, we're just like I always knew he had bitches. Like I always knew, like I was the type of female who will let my nigga cheat on me. Like I don't like long as you come up. Like that's so I'm still confused as to like how he act the way he fucking act because I genuinely never gave a fuck. So I'm still, you know what I'm saying, still trying to play it cool. That's how you know he's the fucking problem. Because I'm still trying to play it cool. Like, this nigga ain't apologizing. This nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he still like. So, my sister texted me on Instagram. She sent me a long paragraph. She said, I apologize. Saying I take full accountability. I'm a woman of God. This is what the bitch said. I'm gonna send you the message. I'm a woman of God, and I'm a woman who stand on accountability, and I hope that you find peace again and you can heal. So I posted that shit, and she had logged into my phone before because she ain't had no phone. She ain't had shit. So I posted all of her health documents and shit. Bitch be having chlamydia, gonorrhea, all types of shit. I posted all of that. Like the bitch was sending emails to like to shelters saying like I don't have no family and friends. I need help. I'm posting all of that shit. All of that shit. And it's just like with my baby dad, you gotta think about it like this. With my baby dad, like when I was pregnant, he took a broomstick and beat me in the stomach to kill our son.
Who
You
did
know
what?
what I'm saying? He
Who
took a he took a broomstick and beat me in the stomach to kill our son.
the baby?
I was in the hospital for 2 days. My placenta almost ruptured. My placenta almost ruptured. And I'm in the hospital. The Texas come, police come. They want me to press charges. So they was trying to charge me because I wasn't saying nothing. So I had to press charges. But when the charges was pressed, I was not cooperating. The attorney's calling me, the public, you know what I'm saying? I'm not answering my phone. I'm not cooperating. The charges was dropped. The fucking charges was dropped. They had took evidence like the pictures of my stomach, and I had told them, "Oh, that's not me." And then it was like, "Oh, we see the hearts on your stomach." So I was just like, "Oh, that was from a long time ago. That's an old picture. That's an old picture of my stomach. That's not me."
So you covered for him.
I did. And so after that, we had reconciled, and it was only for a matter of time again to, he went back to his old ways, and he had brought a girl to my house, his baby mom, his first wife, the one that he went back, the one he's with now. He got a 2-week-old baby from her now. They just had it, so they all together they got 5 kids together now. So he just had a 2-week baby. So mind you, I had bought him a truck. So he had dropped my keys off. He had tried to put it on the door. So I'm following him out. I'm following him outside. He didn't know I was following him. And I was like, who brought you? If you dropping the truck off, who brought you? Whole time he started running. He started, I kid you not, my pregnant ass, I'm 7, 8 months pregnant. His ass started running, and I had went to because at the time I was in my old house, so I had went to the like the front of the, you know what I'm saying, office front of the building, and I see her car just speeding off. Like, bitch, I'm pregnant. Why are you scared of me and I'm pregnant, bitch? Confront me as a woman. So boom. So that's how much they hated me though. So the next day I had went to his house, and his brother was sitting outside, and his brother got rowdy with me. Next thing you know, the police come. But the brother didn't call the police. Whole time my baby daddy in the house. I didn't know he was in the house. So the next day I had made a decision to go, just put a restraining order on him just to stay away. At that point I was done. So to my fucking knowledge, he had put the person restraining order the same day too. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even see him in the courthouse, but we had got the injunction. So his injunction was for 6 months. My injunction for him was for 2 years. So he couldn't be around me for 2 fucking years. So when I had my son, I still wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was still a new mom, so them feelings kept coming back. So that when my son was 1 month old, 1 month old, yeah, 1 month old in February, we met up at a park. He seen the baby, blase blase. He seen the baby 2 more times. We had sex. We started talking again, and then one day he called me. He was like, "I'm spending the weekend." And I was like, okay, good, cool. Like, I'm about to cook all types of shit. He was just like, because at the time he ain't had his car. He was like, the Uber is 10 minutes away. I was like, okay. We on the phone talking. Next thing you know, the phone disconnected. And next thing you know, the fucking phone disconnected. I ain't heard from him since. So he only met his son 3 times, 3 times.
Uh,
So in November, in November, before Thanksgiving, like a couple of days before Thanksgiving, that's when I reached out to Kelton. And that's when Ray came to Kelton house and we was on FaceTime. He ended up seeing his son like December 2nd. So in the month of December after Thanksgiving. Because I wanted him to spend Thanksgiving with our son. But he saw his son, and then he had him for like 5 days. I let him keep him for 5 days. During those 5 days, it was just so fucking reckless. It's just so reckless. Like, he wasn't answering his phone. Like, he was at his other baby mama house. So like, he refusing to allow me to talk to my child. So I'm getting scared. I'm getting panicked. And then like this shit with my sister, it just I don't know. That's hatred. That's fucking hatred. Like,
so where do you and the baby daddy stand right now? Are you guys a couple now, or are you
no, 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 no. I blocked him. It took a lot for me to actually block him, because I'm not gonna lie to you, because on this whole time we're gonna be totally transparent and honest. When I came home from jail, I wanted it. I wanted to, because I think what it is with me, I think I'm such a great person. I try to make my enemies my friends. I try to make friends with the devil. You know when they say keep your friends close and your enemies closer? I think that's what it is, cuz mentally I'm not there. Mentally I don't love him. Mentally, like, I've been stopped loving him a long time ago. I think it's just a matter of me feeling like, bitch, you could still have him if you want to. But it's just not that. The love is just not there. When you with somebody and like that's a feeling, like you like twin flames. Like, I done had a twin flame. I done had a literally a person that like a magnetic to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not together anymore, but like twin that with him. It was never that with him. Like, honestly, like, when I found out I was pregnant, I had to force myself to love him. I had to force myself to love him. And, eventually, like, I gave in. And it just never truly worked, because, God is not going to never allow you to have peace with something that doesn't belong to you or something that you shouldn't have. Like, you may think that, you know what I'm saying, like you love somebody, or you know what I'm saying, but if that person's not for you, God will never allow you to have peace with them. That's why it's gonna always be toxic. That's why y'all gonna always argue. That's why y'all gonna not gonna never get along, because that's not the person you should be with. God is not gonna allow you to have peace. You're gonna have peace with someone that you love and someone that loves you. You're gonna have peace with your best friend and your true lover. You're not gonna have peace with someone. You get what I'm saying? So the whole time it was me. I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole time it was me, because I was forcing a man to love me. I was forcing a man to be with me that didn't, like, when I told him I was pregnant, I didn't hear from him. Like, I had came to his house and shit. He ain't answer his door. You know what I'm saying? I'm going, and every day I was still texting him, I love you. I kid you not, he can vouch. Every day I was still texting him, I love you. Because at the time, like, I'm thinking, like, I'm not ready to be a single mom. Like, nigga, like, you might be, I don't know what you're going through now. Maybe you having, like, second thoughts. Like, it's a new baby. Like, I'm scared too. So in my head, like, I'm trying to console you know what I'm saying, the feelings. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I take a negative into a positive. I'm gonna make every negative into a positive, because I'm just a positive person. I'm really just a positive person, and when I love hard. So I'm thinking to myself, like, whatever you're going through, we can, you know what I'm saying? I'm here with you. I support you. We don't have to. And then the thing with, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just like, his baby mama ended up telling me, because he wasn't answering his phone. His baby mama ended up texting me saying he wants a DNA test. So we go ahead and we get a DNA test. So I was pregnant. I had to literally, like, force this man, bag this man. And it just never worked. Like, it became a pattern with him where it's like, for a couple of days he's there mentally, like, he's all in, he's active, he's there, and then he just disappeared. Like, one day I was sitting in his house, he had caught COVID-19. I had met up with him at his hospital. He didn't even tell me, like, you get what I'm saying? He told me he told me what hospital he was at, but he didn't tell me the address or nothing. And I didn't tell him I was pulling up. I pulled up his baby mama truck out there. I go in there. I'm hoping to find him and his baby mama there, but his baby mama wasn't there. But whole time, like, I found out that, she saw me, she watched me go in, she watched me come out, and, like, that was very toxic. And I remember he came home that day. We had sex that morning. We just sitting on the couch. I'm watching TV. I'm pregnant. We watching TV. I'm talking pretty. We were watching Trayvon Martin's story. He's like, yeah, he took my truck. He was like, yeah, I'm about to go to my job and let them, you know what I'm saying, let them know that, I got COVID, take them my papers. Next thing you know, his cousin texts me like, Ray said he ain't coming back to the house until he gets his mind right, blah, 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 blah. And I ain't hear from him. That was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't hear from him.
You know what
And
I'm
then,
saying? He got the truck.
huh?
He, he didn't pull it off in the truck, and then he needs some time after he done took the car.
But he ended up, what he did was, he took my truck and then brought it back and left with his baby mama. So the baby mama come knocking at the door. I mean, no, the baby mama came to the door the same day. The baby mama came to the door the same day. She didn't know I was in the house. Well, I think she knew I was in the house, but she was sneaking. Like, she was like quiet, so quiet, and she was just putting like groceries by the door. So I opened the door. Mind you, me and her had already had words before, so bitch is scared of me. So I opened the door. She like, yeah, Ray said that he wanted me to drop these groceries off. But when she came in, me and her talking, she was like, I haven't talked to Ray. So in my head, I'm like, but you just said he told you to drop the groceries. But I ain't say nothing about it. I just left. I just took my car and left. I just took my truck and left. He had left my keys behind a bush. He told me, the cousin said he left the, truck behind the bush and shit. So I ended up leaving, and I, here from him since. And then that happened in August. So in September, around his birthday, September 15th to be exact, his birthday is September 20th. So September 15th to be exact, like, that's when we reconcile. And then, a week after, that's when I bought him a truck for his birthday, bought him clothes, whole bunch of clothes. I had took him out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody ever did that for me. Like I wish I had somebody. Like I don't know. Maybe it is for me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because even if I had somebody do that to me, I'm gonna attempt to even act like I like their ass, act like I love their ass. I ain't about to do no shit that's gonna jeopardize a bitch not ever buying me a fucking truck again. Cause bitch, I know I'm gonna need you again. But his mind don't operate like that.
I'm gonna tell.
But
I'm not you off, Empress, because first, and I love you 1,000 with you, and I feel like if I don't be 1,000 with you, I'll be fake to just sit here and just listen. For one, you sound like a real fucking.
who?
You sound like a dodo bird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dodo.
I
And I hate to say it that way, but you do. You sound like a real fucking dodo bird. And what I don't like is how you say, I force myself to love. I really want to know how come you don't force yourself to love you, because you're not loving yourself. I hate to see a black woman that's not loving herself. It's like you're looking for love, and obviously he don't love himself. Love
right.
himself. He doesn't have enough love for himself or you or the world or the others. Baby, come, yo, you for you or the other. Tell you, even, even if you want to hear me tell your story to thousands, the only situation is going to change. You're going. Let's give you a minute to get the baby calm. Hey, poo poo. Hey, poo poo. Hey, poo poo. Let your mama ass out right quick. The only way the situation is going to change if you change.
Get him okay. Take him okay, motherfucker. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I love it because I haven't had no one to be real with me. I've been trying to seek answers. I've been trying to have
You
someone
love
to be.
it's easy. I'm gonna tell you. You can sit here and talk to me. You can talk to thousands. But the only way this situation is going to change, you're going to have to get tired.
Yeah, and
You're
I don't
going.
feel
You
like I have. I don't feel like. I'm sorry. I don't feel like. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm not. I'm a woman of truth, and I'm a woman of wisdom. Like I play stupid. I play slow, but I'm very intelligent, and that's
I,
something that I recognize. With him, it was just a matter of I felt like that's what I was supposed to do. I felt like that type of love was okay. And I was willing to lower my standards, lower, you know what I'm
oh,
saying, to submit to a man.
you never. Now, I'm gonna tell you what really stands out to me with you. The fact that you say, okay, I didn't expect to be a single mother. And you say you really stuck on tradition. Tradition is husband and wife, mother and father, and with y'all children in the same home, right? That's what you want. You didn't want to be left with this child by yourself. You expected to raise this child with the daddy being present in X, Y, and Z. This man has already shown you red flags from the beginning of the pregnancy, from the broomstick to the being absent to the hopping in to the hopping out. My thing is, even if this man was to come to you right now and say, in which I told you before we got on the live, if he was to come to you right now and say, well, you know what, I love you, I'm sorry, I apologize, he can be sincere at heart. He can truly mean the things that he's saying. He can say, I'm going to change. I'm not going to be constant hopping from woman to woman. I want to be a family with you. I want to wholeheartedly commit to you and love you. If you were to get with this man, you still wouldn't be happy because your mind is going to continue to fuck with you. Because every time he leaves, you're gonna worry where he going, who he with, what he doing. Every time the phone go off, you know. This motherfucker will pull off and then have another motherfucker to call you and tell you he need a break. He ain't even got no nuts. He ain't even got no nuts to call you himself and say, "Hey, I need to take a break from you." He gonna send another motherfucker person out to talk to you like you a bear or something, like he's scared. When you talking about love and being in a relationship, you want to be with somebody that's going to answer these questions that you have in your mind without you even asking. When you in a relationship, you want to be with somebody. You got to ask yourself, where do we stand? Does this man love me the way I love him? Is he thinking about me? Is he serious? A man that loves you and cares for you is going to reassure that. He's going to do things to bag. His actions is going to speak. He's not even going to have to speak verbally, because you will see it. You know what I'm saying? And the fact for him to stoop so low to fuck with your sister, that mean ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody ever been safe. You know what I'm saying? All that letting him pull off with your sister and your best friend, could trust and believe your best friend or not, she'll fuck him too. You don't want to believe she'll fuck him, but she'll fuck him too. Any type of pussy you put around that motherfucker is at risk. That even includes your own motherfucking mama sometimes. And that may sound fucked up, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody that you can. I understand the heart. The heart wants what it wants. You know what I'm saying? But right now you in a situation to where your mind is going to have to be stronger than your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you hear. Like I said, I can talk to you all day. You hear me? You know how you feel. You know what you want. But you need to take some time to really love self. The fact that your sister sitting here got all these goddamn chlamydia and all these different diseases and shit. Shit, your dick done been in that same hole that incubated them same diseases. This motherfucker is dangerous.
Mm.
Anytime he sit here and get pregnant with you 2 months and now he got another baby on the way 2 weeks, this motherfucker don't give a fuck about wearing no protection. He don't want to do shit but walk around and get wet. And if you keep on playing these games because you want to play house with a motherfucker that obviously don't really want to play house in real life, he gonna fuck around and give you something you can't get rid of. Then you ain't gonna be worrying about this motherfucker. You gonna really say, "Oh, ain't no shoulda, coulda, woulda's gonna matter no more." You have to understand that it is what it is. It cannot be what you want it to be. You can't let it be what it wants to be. You gotta look at for what it really is in real life. Right now, this man has slept with your sister. This man is going back and forth with wives. He come and you ain't crazy. Ain't shit wrong with you. The reason why you feel the way that you feel is because when this man comes around, he acts like he's 100% in. You love this man and care for this man because this man made you feel this way. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know how that man talk to you when them doors closed. Don't nobody know how that man hold you when y'all alone.
He used to like. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I was abused all my life. You know what I mean? So like, I always felt like I wanted a man of authority, a man who can, handle me. And I'm gonna be honest. Like, when I first met him, he had shown me that side of dominance, and I felt like, before I met him, I felt like that's what I wanted. But when I actually received it, it was just like it had got scary to me, because I remember the second day I met him, like, no, yeah, the second day I met him, and I think I had said something inappropriate about another man. Made an inappropriate comments about another man, and he just punched me in my face.
And
Like,
that,
he punched me so hard,
on
and
day two, the second day,
so I had was like, okay, like, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, like,
feel. No, I don't know what you saying. What did you feel when this motherfucker then punched you in your face on day two? What went through your head? What did you feel like?
I felt like, I feel like that,
He
I didn't. and I didn't expect him to hit me that hard. So I felt like that inner child in me was like, more hurt because I was just like, damn, like that hurted me. Like he had hit me so hard, and so like I felt like he had a sense of control over me, and I felt like at the time like that was okay because like I was interested in learning more about him in that manner
So
because like I didn't read a
change-
lot of stories.
did you
Huh?
feel like what you feel like you could change him? You can make him not respond like that? Like what what this day two now. We talking
I,
about day two. So you ain't even really got no deep love for this person yet. So that means this making me want to go back now. Because for you to accept that the second day, what was the relationship before him like? The guy you was with, what was that like?
the guy I was with before him. So
Hmm.
really, like I had came home in 2018, and so I really never really like I'm 24. I never really like had like a relationship. So when I came home in 2018, I had was with this guy that was in prison. So we never really was with each other. It was only like a relationship, c- like a, like over the phone. And
Right.
so like when he came home, that didn't work out. And I had well, I was already living in Florida, but I had met this guy, this another Haitian, well he yeah Haitian guy, and I was with him, but he was much older. He was 40. Yeah, he was like no, he was 38, and I was only 20, 21 at the time, and so that didn't work out. That didn't work out, and that's when I met my child father, and
That
the,
that's not okay. I'm here to tell you personally, for a man to hit you on the second, for a man to hit you, period, that's not okay. I understand you want a man that's going to protect you. I understand you want somebody dominant. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody dominant. Maybe you one of the ones that really want that man to just lead. A man can show his assertive. Is this what I'm looking for? Assertiveness. A man can lead without hurting you. You understand? Th- I'm so lost for words because I just don't understand how come you are allowing so many things to happen and you're not fighting for you. You're not fighting for you. The first flag I saw when you said your sister was taking the clothes out your closet and you stood there and recorded her shit out the closet, and then you go and get the friend to pull up to the ass. You should have told her ass up then. She shouldn't have made it to no closet. As soon as she had it across the closet, that hoe would have picked up a sock. Why
And
you
I'm
keep
gonna be honest with you. I feel like another reason why he slept with her or even acknowledged her. Excuse me. The only reason why he went after her, and I'm just being totally transparent. I think he feels um he had felt like it was okay because the relationship that we had, I had I'm on the phone. The relationship I'm on the phone. The relationship the relationship we had, I submitted. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I submitted like whatever he said, whatever he wanted, whatever. So I felt like he felt like,
do you like that?
bitch,
Like
bitch, if I fuck.
that what you like?
Why would I want that? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I didn't know. I didn't like him. I just to be honest, to just totally be real with you, like I never really liked him. He older. He's 40, and
So
so but he just turned 40.
how can he hit you on the second day and you still want to know about him? You gotta like him.
No, I feel like what it was at the time I was vulnerable. At the time, like you know what I'm saying, I literally wasn't talking to no one. Like I was in the midst of back then, like 2 years ago, I was in the midst of getting evicted, and I was drinking all the time. Like I damn near turned to an alcoholic, and I had, was drinking a lot, and he was like an escape mechanism for me.
How?
For what I thought, because like,
How?
I needed something to stimulate my mind at the time. I needed somebody. I needed a friend. I needed a man. I needed sex. I needed some type of
But
stimulation.
but what is he giving you besides dick though? Because since we've been on this conversation, everything that I've heard you say is you bought. You done bought this motherfucker a truck. You done took this motherfucker out to eat. Name tell me how many bills has this man paid? Just tell me how many. Is there one
It
bill?
was to a point where like I never cooked, so I we always went out, and he never like went in his pocket to pay the bill. Like he never
Has
said I was pregnant. He
paid
never
a light?
said, babe, I'm about to take you out to eat. I know you've been paying all this time. I'm about to take you out to
Hey,
eat. Buy
has,
you and my
has he paid any motherfucking bills? Has he paid a light bill? Has he bought you a car? Has he bought you any weaves, any lashes? Has he?
he never even bought me no food.
So what the fuck? What the fuck? What we doing? What does this? What's so special about his dick? Tell me what if he another human just like everybody else?
He
What?
had good dick. He had good dick.
It's a lot of good dicks. It's a lot of good dicks out here. I'm trying. I know you say you young. It's a whole lot of good dicks out. Good dicks out here that don't hit you. There's a lot of good dicks out here that'll give you. You got motherfuckers right now that'll pay bills and you don't even know what their dick look like. You are too beautiful. You are too beautiful. You got too much going for yourself. You still young. You still youthful. You about you hips. Get this type of time in your mind. No. Only thing fucking to bless you with is what you got in your hand. That's the only thing he did. That's the only thing he done gave you. That blessing you got in your hand right now. And that baby right now, he's small now. But the older he get, the more he gonna watch and the more he gonna see and the more he gonna feel.
And it just made me feel like no one is to be trusted. Like I don't know who to trust, is because it's like if the person that I procreated with, someone that I had a child with, don't even like his son. Like you don't even like you got out the car and my son was down there touching the ground. Like you had him by one arm.
No
You
man.
had him by his arm. And it's just like, you know what I mean? Like I just like I feel I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I just don't feel like no one can genuinely love me. No
You
one
got
can genuinely love me. I mean, I love myself. Like sometimes, like I
you
don't want to say
you
what I want to say. I can't even say what I want to say, and
you
I
got
don't want to
you
sound
got
crazy. I don't want to sound
you,
crazy, but it's just like I've been trying to like change my appearance, like you know what I'm saying, like with like surgery, like scheduling surgery for what I'm saying, stuff like that. And
it's
like I don't want
I don't see nothing wrong with getting surgery. As long as you getting surgery because that's what you want. Don't go and get surgery like that's what you need for it to be accepted or
my
loved.
mom passed away.
If you doing it to be loved and accepted by somebody, that's because that's what you want and you want to enhance yourself. I feel like that's fine.
And I'm not
But
doing it for no man. Like I would never do it for no man. It's just like
my,
I always
you,
feel.
you really have to get out of that mind frame that you want to have this family. You can still be happy with your son with a man that ain't still be an awesome father to him. They really exist. Good stepfathers really exist. You gotta keep your eyes open because a lot of them motherfuckers crooked too. Huh? Hold on, baby. You just have to keep your eyes open. I have 5 kids. 5. I ain't with now one of their daddies. Not one. Jeremiah in college just saw their daddy for the first time in years. In years. Do you hear me? I come, my mama and father, my parents have been married for 32 years. When I first got pregnant with my children, I thought, okay, I'm finna marry their daddy and I'm finna be like my parents. But it didn't happen like that for me. I wind up being a single mama. And a lot of times we catch ourselves in this position being a single mother, we don't feel like that's gonna happen to me. You know, you see it happen to other women that these children by themselves, but you don't expect it to happen to you. But it does. I said you have to get to a point to where you have to understand that it is what it is. You didn't want it to happen, but it has, and it is what the fuck it is. Because whether he want to be a father or whether he do want to be a father, at the end of the day, that baby that you got in your hands still gonna have to eat, sleep, and shit, and
Yeah.
you got it.
I like I had blocked him, so like it had took a lot of me to block him because it's like all I wanted was for him to understand like I would never hate him or I would never, but it's just like he's forcing me. It's like he want to force me to be his enemy. Like he want to do everything. He want to say things to me. Like I was just like like I was like I'm praying for you and I hope all is well. And he just texted back, bitch.
I
He
wouldn't
texted
take
back, bitch. And when he texted
no.
back, bitch, I was just looking like, no problem.
Cause
Like,
you said you allowed that. You keep being available. It's just like right now, if you got somebody that's constantly chasing you, and you know that they're gonna be there as soon as you answer, and you can just throw him to the side and pick you up to him. He can pick you up and play with you when he want to, and when he tired of your ass, in the toy box and play with his other toys. So you up. You gotta stop being available. You ain't gotta tell his ass I'm praying for you. If you know you praying for him, that's good enough. Fucking he ain't got to know. You talk to God about it and you feel that. All, we just gonna co-parent or we all don't say shit else to do. You want a person to chase you. You're right chasing him. Right now, he got you in the back pocket and he know it. Cause you still want him. You still want to play house. You still thinking that this motherfucker gonna change. This motherfucker not gonna change. This is him. When you first met him, even with him hitting you in your motherfucking face, he still wasn't showing his true colors. You met his representative. That's who you met. You don't know this motherfucker. You don't know him. You think you know. You don't know him. You got motherfuckers that's been married for 10, 15 years, married to me, and they're sucking dick when the doors closed, and their wife still don't know him. You ain't even got that type of time frame under your belt. You don't know this motherfucker. This motherfucker ain't shit special about him. Nothing. From what I've heard, if this motherfucker hitting you in your face, hitting you in your stomach while you pregnant, fighting you with the baby, and he done slept with your sister, and you need to really sit down and get you a pad and write down all the good things he's done and write down all the bad things that he's done and look at the list. Right now, if you get in a situation to where you need to get to the doctor, if you need to pay a bill, if you want to go out to eat, what can he do for you? You need somebody to talk to. He's not even when you having emotional. You know what I'm saying? He's not available. And the fact that you keep chasing this motherfucker, I really wanna it gotta be that soul shit you said. I don't know nothing about the soul tie thing. You know what I'm saying? It's
I
going to
have a
take
soul
you.
tie towards him. I don't have a soul tie. I don't have a soul tie towards him. I just feel like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, all I do is work and be home. I don't talk to no one. Like, I be trying to have find friends, trying to find a man, and it's so hard. Like, even with like dating apps and stuff like that, because I don't, what I'm saying, I don't actually like encounter people. Like, I don't run into people like, oh, you was very handsome, or very, I never had that. I mean,
You
I don't have that. I don't.
you don't have to
I
find
don't have that. And so it's just like with him, it's just like I don't know.
you.
Like,
The man that's for you is going to find you. You don't have to find him. He's going to find you. How is your relationship with God? Do you pray?
oh, yes, yes. I think this is the only. God is the only, because I gotta literally listen to TED talks and motivational, speakers
Yeah.
throughout the day to get me, because it's times when I just break down anywhere, and I just break down and cry. And it's better now because I'm not pregnant. Like, when I was pregnant, it was weird because I was trying to like hold my feelings in so my son won't, obtain those feelings or have being distressed. And it was a challenge, and it was a very extremely hard challenge.
Right.
But now it's just like, even when I do talk to God, even when I just feel like it's something that's still like in the back of my head, that's I'm still trying to run away from. And I acknowledge it as, demons. And sometimes I feel like the demons is getting the best of me. And it's times when like I felt like I'm not gonna make it, or I'm not gonna survive this. And I gotta turn on my phone, and I gotta go on YouTube and listen. And all I could do is cry, and I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. Like, it's better said than done. Like, you
Right.
know, I think what it is just like, me coming to the fact that like, he won't have a dad. And that's like, to
Oh,
me, it's embarrassing, it's humiliating, and he
oh,
don't deserve it, because it's
but
like I got my son. This whole arm is gonna be dedicated to my son. My tattoos say I done failed and I done tried a lot of things in life, but I will never stop giving my 100% best to be the best mom I can for my son. So it's just like, when my son is just like, he got to encounter all of this, because when I think about the situation at hand and that self, I think about like, damn, what if this bitch get pregnant, and then it makes my stomach boil, like it's like vomit and fucking gunk in my stomach every time I think about it, because it's like, it's a very strong possibility. Like, I didn't even think
what
I
if
can get
who get,
pregnant.
what if who get pregnant?
My sister.
Okay. Oh, so are you saying that they are still messing around now? Like it's still going on?
Yeah. I was talking to him the other day, like 3-4 days ago, and he texted me and he was like, just remember how your sister feel about me. So she's gonna tell me everything, because she was telling. I guess she was telling him I was a prostitute and all types of shit, just going crazy. And he was like, "Your sister is being real. You not." So in my head, I'm like, "This is my fucking sister. You talking about a sister is not gonna tell my child father weird shit like that." So like, who is really real and who is really spiteful in this situation? So when he texted me and said, "Remember how your sister feel about me. Remember that your sister like me. So she's gonna tell it all." That was confirmation right there. Like, y'all still talking. So I was like, "Oh, y'all, so y'all still fucking, y'all still." And he was like, "I don't recall such anything." No, he said nope. And then he texted, "I don't recall any such thing." And I was just like, "What do you mean you don't recall any such fucking thing?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, so really, it wasn't no conversation after that. Like, he had texted me, he had sent me a picture of him and his white girl. I guess this was the girl he was talking to while we was together, and he said that's who I was talking to. And I was just like, I just want to co-parent with our son. And he was just like, bitch. He texted me, bitch. And I had texted him like, can I ask you a question? Because I was gonna ask him like, do you want to be a father? Because at this point, that's all I want to know. Like, that's all I really care about. Like, I don't care what we go through. I just want to make sure that. Oh, I'm sorry, Bucky. I just want to make sure that like you have love enough for your son. Like, 'cause you just had a 2 week old baby, so I felt like my son shouldn't be an outsider and shouldn't be rejected just because you have a 2 week old baby. So he never replied, so I had sent him a long message, and I was just like, please don't contact me. Please don't, like, I don't want child support no more because we have a child support case. And I was like, it will be closed. It will be, do not contact us. And I haven't talked to him since. And he haven't reached out. He's not going to reach out. Like, that was the best thing I could have had done for him was block him because that man hated me so much, and all I did was love him. Like, I always just wanted to make him smile. What, but I always wanted to just make him smile and to just show him like different. Like, it is good women out here. There is good. I never cheated on him. I never, lied to him. I never did none of that. And that gave him ammunition to just go crazy, boohoo crazy. And with my sister, like, she has always been this way. Like, she has always been, even just like one time I had took like literally a ass whooping. Like, my dad fought me like a nigga. Like, she had snuck a dude in the house, and at the time, like, I was the only one who always got beat as a child. Nobody else. Nobody. I'm the one who got beat. Like, I used to wake up and get spit on by my grandma, like, just by looking at her, and she'd just spit on me. And so, like, it was easy. Like, so when she snuck the dude in the house, she had came to me. She was like, "Can you just tell them? Can you just tell our dad like it was you?" And I was like, "Sure." I'm thinking this about to just be a regular ass whooping, but my dad fought me. My dad had fought me, and like my sister, like when I end up like going outside to meet a dude, literally just going outside to like to say with an old classmate, you get what I'm saying, that had a crush on me. She had told, and she had she was laughing about it. She had went upstairs from my grandma. I got my ass whooped just by going outside. So it's just like she has always been this way, and like before she had came back down here to my house now, like she was living at my old house, and I had to call the police on her. It had got so bad to the point where like she had said like she had a gun in her suitcase. She was just like, that's why I brought my shit with me from Atlanta. I made sure I bought my gun from Atlanta, so I didn't say nothing. Like, I just literally just picked up my 2-month-old baby and walked out the house and called the police. You get what I'm saying? Because like the I didn't even know how to argument. It wasn't even an argument because I don't argue. I'm not an arguer. Like, if you want to fight, we can go there, and that's how it's gonna go. We not about to sit up and argue. We about to post up, and I'm about to beat your ass. But I had just had a baby, so I wasn't on no shit. So I had asked her, cause mind you, my son's father came back in my life when our son was 2 months old. So I had asked her, I was just like, yeah, so how you feel about it? Like, you think I should get back with him and shit? And she just went crazy. Like, just because I had mentioned my baby daddy, she just went crazy. Like, I gotta get this off my chest, and it was to a point where like I felt like I don't know. Like, one time, like cause I had just got my trucking shit, and I had called her, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like somebody is, you know what I'm saying, working behind me, like doing some black magic on me and some shit. And she was just like, oh yeah, a psychic told me all about your baby daddy, and he lived with his grandma raised him. In my head, I'm thinking like, why is you getting psychic readings on my baby daddy? Like, what is it serving you? Like, if anything, you need to be getting readings on yourself. Why do you feel why? First of all, why is my name even getting mentioned in your readings? You get what I'm saying? So I just felt like it's to a point like with my grandmother, because I record like every phone call I get to my phone is recorded. I got the recording app. So my grandma called me and was just like, yeah, she posted on Instagram. She wants you to burn in hell and she want to stab you. She want to kill you. So I'm on the phone with my grandma. I'm like, grandma, I'm like, I'm actually scared. Like, I'm actually scared. She was like, don't be scared. My grandma had to literally talk me into, because I was about to, like, just pay $2,000 to break my lease and move, because this girl know I stay at. And they hate me so much to where I felt like they would really kill me or really do something to me just because they fighting whatever they fighting in their head. So I was just like, I'm scared. Like my grandma convinced me like don't move. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna move my lease up in May. But yeah, like I'm be honest with you too. Like I'm still scared because these is two people. I just told you like this girl had said she had a gun in my house with a 2 month old baby in. I'm not armed. I never said nothing to you. I never threatened you. I never cursed at you. I don't even curse. And she had it was just like I don't know, like what was going through her head. So this is somebody that has always, what I'm saying, looked at me ill as a child, and this is someone who tried to kill this little boy because he didn't want him. He didn't want me pregnant. You get what I'm saying? Like he literally looked me in my eye and just started beating me, and then he sat on me like he just flopped on top of me. I was like, all right, I'm cool. I'm done. I'm done. I'm good.
He sat on top of you?
Yeah. Yeah, he sat on top of me for like a good 3 minutes, like on my stomach, like not even on my legs, on my stomach. And I got the video too.
And this the same man you gave the baby to and let him pull off for 5 days?
Hmm.
You
Huh?
and on the answer the phone or let you talk to the baby after he done took the baby.
Huh?
I said, then you said when he pulled off with the baby for 5 days, he won't answer the phone or let you talk to the baby. Hell no, sis. Hell no. Your mind gotta be stronger than that. You
He
hell.
texted me saying, "Can you put for goodness sake, for God's sake, or something sake, can you stop calling my phone?"
Who said what? I'm confused.
He said, "For God's sake, for Lord's sake, can you stop calling my phone?"
Call it. Stop calling that motherfucker then. Don't call the phone. Don't call his ass. Don't text. Don't say shit. I mean,
No, I'm saying when he had the baby. When he had the baby.
right? Okay. I thought you said he just said it now. Okay.
Yeah, when he had the baby, he said, "Damn, that's hot, bud." When he had the baby, he has said, "For Lord's sake, can you stop calling me?"
I'll stop. I don't know. I hate to be the type of person to say I would do this or I wouldn't do that because you don't know what you would do when you in a certain situation, when you a certain age, or when you in a certain position. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at the end of the day, with everything, only way this gonna change, you're gonna have to get tired. That's the key, baby. For you to heal, it's gonna take time.
I don't wanna like, okay, how would I put it? Like when I think about it, like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I had called with my best friend, and I had to tell him like I'm not mentally stable, and like I want to go to the hospital, but I'm scared to go to the hospital because I don't want to lose my son. But I'm also intelligent enough to know that, like that, leaving this world with a low frequency, I'm not gonna get to, you know, back to my creator. You know what I'm saying, in the galaxy. where
Right.
all of our spirits and souls go after, death. If not, then you're going to stay in that same room and be reincarnated and until you, what I'm saying, reached your higher self.
And if you leave the world, your baby gonna be raised by your sister and his wives or his wife and him. And then when he get mad at him, he may knock his ass off. When he 2 or 3 or 4 or 10, if he got anger like that, and you ain't nowhere around to protect your child.
I want to make this very clear to everyone too. I am tired. I if you guys can't see that I'm tired,
Uh,
then I don't know what tired looks like. It's because like I feel like I'm so strong to even the strongest get tired.
yeah,
And you guys just don't understand how emotionally drained I am. This
yeah.
has been going on consecutively with me, like just like my mind and my mental state. Listening to motivational speaks, listen to cleaning up, going to sleep, doing this, doing that. It's like nothing is working. I feel like this has been the most therapeutic thing that I could have done to resonate with my soul right now, because it was just too much. And just like just to get the story out there, and just like so people can understand and know what type of person I am, because even if I do leave this earth, I want people to know what type of person that I am. I'm not a bad person. I never was a bad person. You know what I mean? Like the shit that I as a kid, as a shit, you know what I'm saying, bullying and all that shit. Like I'm not that type of female. I'm not that type of woman. And so it's just like, I want people to know that, I am an amazing soul, an amazing spirit. I want kill a fly and I won't wish no harm on my worst enemy.
But I'm
You
saying,
get what I'm
why do you want the people to know? Who
saying?
gives a fuck what the people know?
Um,
Why do you want them to know?
I also feel like I can help someone. I feel like I am very inspirational as well. Like right now, you have always been my inspiration. I don't think I said that enough. Like I watch you so much and I follow you so much to you don't even know like a lot of shit that you know what I'm saying. Like the how I go about my life comes from you. You know what I'm saying? How you think about things? Because in my head, I be thinking like, what would Lady Bling think about this? What would Lady Bling say? How would she feel? So a lot of, you know what I'm saying. So, but I'm also an inspirational, inspirer too. You get
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So I feel like, and because I'm an artist, I'm a rapper too. So I feel like my story can help a lot of women and a lot of people, because if you have any type of hate or hatred, jealousy in your heart, especially from your own bloodline, you need to seek help. You shouldn't proceed with anything. If you feel like your mental illness is getting out of hand, you need to isolate yourself from the world before you do anything that you will regret. And I know, a lot of people can change. Like you might did some fucked up shit,
right,
you might, but a lot of people can change. But to prevent it, just isolate yourself, just meditate, just
right,
get back into your right state. But I look at it as well, some people just never change. So you got God's children, and then you have Satan children as well. You get what I'm saying? That's why you have rapists. That's why you have people like Jeffrey Dahmer. That's why you have murderers. That's why you have fucking liars and all these people out in the world. So oftentimes it's within a person. You can't change a person, but I'm saying that you can change yourself. You get what I'm saying? And
right.
this story can help a lot, especially a lot of black women, because a
Okay.
lot of black women, and I hate to say it, oftentimes hate on the next black woman. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see a woman with a bigger bag than you, and that shouldn't be the case. Cause I'm the type of woman like, go ahead, do your shit, sis. I see you, sis. That shit crazy. And I'm gonna be like, how can I get like you, or how can I get above you? Like I'm gonna look at you as a teacher. I'm gonna let opposed to looking at you as my opponent or somebody I have competition with. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's just like I'm on the phone. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like just to get it out there. Like this story specifically is like, because ain't nothing this story specifically just goes to show, like, you know, there is I look at it as mental illness. I don't look at it as hatefulness, or I mean I do, and it's just a way I do feel like this hatred, because that's a feeling of no remorse, of no heart, of no soul. Right now I look at them as their soul is gone. So there is people out there like that, but this is a way, an opening eye that any and everything can happen, and that people is really like this in real life. If you don't think people is like, don't never, like the guy said, you put your trust in a man, you will fail every time. You
Mhm.
can be your motherfucking mother, it can be your goddamn mother. You get what I'm saying? You don't put your trust. And I know a lot of mothers be betraying their own daughters. A lot of daughters be betraying their own mother. So it's really shit out here. Don't ever think that it won't happen to you. And a lot of people is like thinking, oh, she not tired. She still love that nigga. That's my child father. I love that nigga. But I never go back to that nigga. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? And then love can, and that's another topic as well. Love. Love can, because if I was in the same mind frame that I was 5 years ago, somebody could have been dead. This would have even been, I wouldn't even been able to live and tell it. That bitch wouldn't even been able to live. This bitch came to my house and said she fucked my baby daddy. She wouldn't have been able to live and tell that shit 5 years ago. 3 to 5 years ago, as a matter of fact. And so people do change. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
love can be like on, so that's why they got fatal attraction. You get what I'm saying? A bitch can love a nigga so bad they willing to slice any bitch that talk to them. Like love is really real. Love is really powerful. But
Yeah.
love ain't worth it. Love ain't worth it. Because just like how I just set up on my mouth and I said, this nigga never even bought me a meal. This nigga never even took me out to dinner, say, babe, don't go in your pocket. I'm about to pay for this shit. I always came out of my pocket. And that's another thing for women, all the women listening. Don't never take care of no man. I don't give a fuck. He can be on his lowest for just forgive him a lick of motherfucking time. Just a lick of time. But don't never let that nigga get comfortable. Don't never let that nigga get comfortable, because then you taking away from yourself.
Right.
Then you taking away from yourself. But like I said, that just go doubling back to love and your environment, the people you surround yourself. This is a person, my sister is a person who even told me she had a gun in her suitcase with my 2-month-old baby, and I allowed her to come back into my home. So a lot of this shit is on me. You know what I'm saying? And I take accountability. I called my baby daddy on that girl phone. It was my fault. It was, what I'm saying, a lot of, but time move on. Time
Right.
move on. Like I'm hurt right now. Yeah,
Right.
having thoughts in my head right now, but this was a great way for me to get it out my chest, because now I feel like people are actually listening. Now I feel like somebody give a fuck, because in my head I'm thinking nobody give a fuck. That was the only issue. Don't nobody care. So when you in that predicament, for everybody who, you know what I'm saying, have a negative view on it, just put yourself in that situation. What would you have done? You will never know. What would you do in the lick of a fucking moment, in the heat of the moment? In the
Right.
heat of the moment, you probably would have killed them. In the heat of the moment, like me, I went to jail. You would have probably went to jail. You probably would have committed suicide. You probably committed homicide. Whatever the case may be, you never know in the heat of the moment. So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Know that, just, and this might be a message from God coming to somebody on her. You know what I'm saying? That got somebody in their circle that's fucking around on them, that's betraying them. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So keep your eyes and your ears open at all times. Keep your eyes and your ears at all times. This is somebody I got name tatted on my chest. This is somebody name I got tatted on my face. I got my baby daddy name tatted on my face. I got my sister name tatted on my chest. Don't never put shit past nobody.
Right. Right.
Don't never put nothing past nobody. So, you know,
Well, I'm glad, like you said, you're strong enough, you're intelligent enough to understand what's going on, to process time, do what is time.
I just think somebody said, you gotta apply this to yourself. I actually am. I actually am. Like, a part of me is just like, still, I still want to know the nature of the whole. But after this conversation, there is water under the bridge. Is dead. The whole that's a closed chapter. That's the
Yeah.
ending of that story. That
Yeah.
was the ending of that story. You know how you got a love story and it might come out but good, it might come bad. That was the ending of the whole love story. I look at it as like he messed up. He messed up a sisterhood, and she messed up a family. So that um, like even like with my child father, like we wasn't perfect, but like no relationship is like what I'm saying. Like a lot of relationships have financial problems, have mental problems, abuse problems,
Right.
all them type of problems. And in my case, unfortunately, it was abuse and it was manipulation.
Right.
However, you get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's one under the bridge. I just want everybody to pray that that girl don't get pregnant, because I know y'all might be like, oh, don't worry about it. But it would just, at this point, I'm thinking about my son, because like, how would I explain that? How do you explain that to the children that your sister, that your sibling is also your cousin?
Right.
So,
Under- Try to ease your mind. Try not to give it too much thought. Don't over don't overthink. Because the more you think about it, the more you're gonna hurt, the more you're gonna worry, the more you're gonna, you know, be on this emotional roller coaster.
yeah, so I hope they don't. I hope she don't get pregnant, because it is said to be that they are in love.
They are in love.
Yes.
That motherfucker ain't in love. He ain't in love.
She said, "Girl, I'm not praying for them."
I don't believe that. I don't believe they in love. I don't think he capable of such a thing. I don't.
Okay, so my real name is Desire, and I go by Empress. So that's who.
So we're gonna take a few questions, you guys, before we wrap this up. Does anyone have questions about anything that we have discussed? Right, heard it right quick. Question in the chat, you guys want to ask Miss Empress.
I just want to say, oh my God, like Lady Bling, you the goat. Like you the goat of this shit. Like what? Like, you really the goat. Like you just don't
Somebody,
understand.
somebody said where
Huh?
you, somebody said where you from?
I'm from Ohio, Cleveland. From Cleveland, Ohio.
He's from Cleveland, Ohio. Any
I
more?
live in Orlando. I live in Orlando, Florida.
They said, are you going to see?
I want to. I want to. At this point, I'm tired of talking about it, because it's like literally draining, because I talk about it so much. Like, so at this point, like, I just want to take time to just not talk about it at all. I don't want to hold it in, but I'm not. I just want time. Time shall only like heal me right now.
Okay. Like, telling your story, and like I said, you know how to reach me. You know how much bad karma is coming for them.
Do I think bad karma is for them? So that is a question that I been asking as well. That is so crazy you just asked that, because that's a question I've been asking everyone that I have talked to about this, because it's not a sin. What they're doing is not a sin, but you reap what you sow. So yes, yes, when you do bad upon others and you do bad deeds, you receive what you put out. So they is putting out betrayal energy and spiteful energy. So that is that shall come back to them.
Right. Somebody said no questions. I just want you to focus on you and your baby. I will be praying for you. Also, I need all your TikTok name, Instagram name, your Facebook name, and I'm going to copy paste it and I'm going to put it in the description box. That way, if there's anybody out there that wants to reach out to Empress, that wants to send her some love messages, only love messages though. Keep all that negative shit over there. I think she didn't froze y'all. I don't know if her phone didn't died on her again, but I'm going to
I was
put all.
trying to. So my TikTok is official. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You just froze.
Okay, I can't because my phone is frozen. So my TikTok is official Empress. That's EMPRESS. Mimi MIMI. So I was trying to double check
Okay.
that wrong. So it's Empress official. Just
Yeah.
type in official EMPRESS official. My Instagram and my Facebook should be back up in a couple days. It has been disabled, and okay. Well, technically, if you're having sex and not married, it's a sin. I received that. Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So
So, was y'all able to find my TikTok? Was they able to find my TikTok?
I have no idea. I have no idea because like right now we're live streaming to where people who's watching live will be able to comment, but it's going to be some more viewers that may come on later on today or tomorrow or next week. So I still want to just have it in the description box that way. You that cover the story.
Okay, so yeah, it's Empress official, EMPRESS official, and yeah, so I'm gonna have, but then I'm gonna text it to you too, so you can. Uh,
And I appreciate you for coming on. And yeah, thank shout out to the viewers. Thank you guys for all y'all prayers.
yes. Oh my gosh, you guys don't understand how much you didn't help me, how much this meant to me, because it's like now it's like it touched a lot of people's ears.
Yes.
That's all I really wanted. Just so um, I don't know, it can prevent it from happening to someone,
Yeah.
or it resonates with me.
Okay. Post our TikTok. Empress Official is her social media guys.
Mm.
And they said sharing Empress.
Again, Lady Bling, Lady motherfucking Bling.
Mm.
You is the true goat. Lady Bling, you is the true goat. I don't feel like you received your flowers. I don't feel like you received enough flowers for
I
you
have.
know.
I really have though. I,
Really?
yes, I
But I feel like you should be more like mainstream, like
I
mainstream.
when it's time, it's my time. When it's my time, it's my time. I think everything, everything I'm doing, I'm supposed to do, and when it's my time, it's my time. Right?
I'm gonna always love you and always
I
respect
do.
you forever. And I can't wait because as soon as I make it to the top,
You
coming on with me.
I
Huh?
want to get
I can hear you.
I, when you.
Huh?
I said, come and get me when you make it.
Definitely.
I just followed you on TikTok.
Huh? Okay, so yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I don't know how to type in a okay.
I don't know.
Okay. I think I can okay, yeah. I don't know how to type, but it's Empress official. So I enjoyed this night. I'm about to take me a drink of some wine, and I'm about to enjoy the rest of my life. And this is the day I officially move forward. And I find true happiness because now I can, allow another person to love me correctly.
Right. All right, you have a good night, love, and you can still, like I said, still reach out. I'm still here, even though we're ending this live. Whenever you need to talk, just inbox me.
All right.
All
Bye, guys.